to figure out you first. And then once you figure out you, if you're talking to somebody that's trying to take you in a different direction, you need to respectfully decline and continue to hang with people that do puff you up.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy.
Organifi just launched a green juice with a slight twist, guys. They've added their crisp apple, right? Apples have arrived, introducing the refreshing taste of new Organifi green juice crisp apple. All the benefits you've come to love in the classic reset green juice with a new juicy twist. Enjoy the same fan favorite nourishing ingredients, ashwagandha, moringa, spirulina, chlorella, designed to hydrate, energize, and support cortisol balance. The new green juice, the crisp apple juice, guys, is made with organic, wholesome, hand-picked apples, and it tastes like a fresh, juicy slice in every sip. If mint just isn't for you, this refreshing new recipe certainly is, making it the first of its kind the whole family will love. All right, so the kids can get in on this one, guys. Apple juice, as you've never tasted it before, now for a limited time. Take the meh out of the mornings with the green juice apple crisp from Organifi.
Make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
Oh, man, I got the $1 million side hustle. Dr. King.
His side hustle's $1 million too.
Come on, man. The side hustle.
Bro, I got stopped in the airport 4 times today. Like, what's your $1 million side hustle? I need one. I said real estate.
Oh, okay.
Real estate. I thought it was for the guns that you had.
That's it.
I've been working. I just want to set you up. Breaking news. I got it. Before he did it, I went ahead and said,
come on, man.
That's right. I've been playing mind games on you, dog.
My detective test determined that was a lie.
He walked right into it, girl. He walked right into it.
As y'all seen the podcast, bro, CJ got him another little
toy.
I mean,
dog, he walked right in. I'm talking about, I set the trap, girl, and he just, boom, walked right into it.
Are you 40 yet?
Cheese.
Oh, no, sir.
Cheese and rat.
When you going to grow up? When you going to grow up, B?
Oh, man. No, I'm holding on to 39. I'm talking about strong. Douglas is in the building. Douglas, how you feeling?
Let's not get into it, man. I'm just blessed. And so for all y'all out there, man, for real, you can have whatever you like. You know, you could be blessed. You could be blessed too. You know what I'm saying? But no, bro, my kids is grown.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all get there. The kids is grown. I told my daughter, so when she first graduated with her master's, she was kind of like, I don't know, maybe it was me. I thought maybe I was the one that, because she used to be 14, 15, I had her on the roll, and she said something all kind of like, you know, I got stuff to do. And I was like, oh, don't threaten me. Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Running around staying in your little 5-star hotel.
Oh, I promise you. I'm like, hey, don't. So the last 3 trips, Brandon was like, no, matter of fact, we got to the hotel and they was like, you have another guest with y'all, Jada Tom. I'm like, no, Jada ain't with us. Take her off the hook. Well, she won't be back for a minute. So it's funny. We going to, we go just doing a couple things, and Jada kind of like, Dad, I got stuff to do. And I'm like, do it. Go do it. She went to Chicago Mall with her homegirl and her cousin. She spent maybe about 4 or 5 days in Chicago.
Okay.
I was like, you don't have to come back. Like, we good.
Take
and
your
when
time.
you do, I might bless you with a house.
No, let's go.
I might bless you with a house. You feel me? Yeah, we blessed though, bro.
Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
Speaking of houses, man, it's crazy. My folks are like fully moved into their new crib.
Yes.
You know,
You never thought it would happen.
no, I didn't. I mean, so they closed on that house when Train was born. Train 13 months, the last house, you know, the first house. And, you know, so you talking about, he's 38. So you talking about 38 years.
Wow.
I'm 39. So I don't really remember the house they had before that. But I was 1 when they bought that house. And,
all you know.
Yeah, 39 years later, 38 years later.
Hip hop preacher buying a house every other month.
I'm talking about daily.
We never thought hip hop could take it this far. We never thought hip hop could take it this far.
#1
Bruh.
real estate real stupid.
Oh,
Facts.
No doubt. Maul taught me. It took him a minute though, y'all. It took him a minute. It was a process, but I understand with Maul. I'm with Tobe not trying to buy something in Houston. Like, let's go.
Yeah, so it is different, you know, and my mom and them, you know, it was sad. And, you know, of course, you got memories and all of that, but it's like, you know, now the grandkids create new memories.
absolutely.
In the crib, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, no sentimental stuff. However, there is one challenge. I got one challenge.
What's that?
So,
The side of town is on.
No. It nothing to do with the side of town. They got a neighbor. Yeah. And listen,
Like I used to have
I don't
one.
know. Okay, you remember that episode, What Happened to Your Heart? I don't know what happened to this man's heart. Shout out to Mr. Leslie. Bruh.
Oh, they got a neighbor.
Bruh.
Oh.
No. Mr. Leslie
Stop playing.
lives, like you could throw a rock
Oh, yeah.
and
it's
it'll hit his
on.
front
Oh,
door.
It's
wow.
on. Oh, it's on.
Direct.
So I'm talking about I just got here.
And you got blessed.
Bruh, it was like 5 of these in the refrigerator,
Wow.
dog, like ready to go. And I'm talking about he already been bringing
Blessed
them
when you
out.
come and when you go.
I'm saying, you know what? I'm talking about like, bruh, you know me, I'm not even a big sweets fan.
Yeah.
Bruh, I got home and then Maul walked his little scoundrel self in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Bruh, the best cheesecake.
Oh, hands down.
Bruh, I was like, wait a minute.
Wow. What
I
you
said,
say?
Bruh, it was
What
like
you say?
it was like the turtle one.
Yeah. Oh, the
Bruh,
turtle
with
one.
the chocolate and bruh,
Yeah.
it was absolutely insane. So, like I said, pray for me because
Yeah.
I'm trying to do my regimen, but my man dropping these,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
bruh,
Yeah.
this is insane. But anyway, if y'all in the Lansing area, he got them in the stores.
Yeah,
like
in the
this
store.
ain't
He
like
got
he
in the
ain't just
stores.
doing. Yeah, he's just not doing it in the crib.
Yeah.
Like in the stores,
Yeah.
certified.
Yeah.
Mr. Leslie's Cheesecakes. I don't know what camera I'm on, Carl, but I mean it's like a whole. It's like a person. Then
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
like
is
a
this a
personal
personal?
pan-pan. Yeah,
It's
that's like a
pan-pan.
that's a pan-pan.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like a pan-pan.
Like a pan-pan.
Yeah.
Like, you
No
gotta
doubt.
be
Yeah.
over 37 to know what
Yeah,
that means.
yeah,
A little
no
pan-pan.
question. A little pan-pan.
Yeah, they ain't got them no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
But Mr. Leslie's Cheesecakes, let me tell you something. My man will change your life. I don't know if he ship them, but you better find out.
I like the cookies and cream.
Mr. Leslie's,
He got the peach
He
cobbler.
got an apple pie.
Yeah,
He got all kinds of stuff.
bruh. They say throw in the refrigerator for 30, 60 minutes. Mr. Leslie's Cheesecakes.com. My man didn't ask me to do this. And matter of fact, I ain't talked to him yet. I just got here. They was already there, and I shot up straight up here, so I didn't have a chance to thank him yet. But y'all go check my man out, support him. If you in the Lansing area for sure, run
shizzle.
by or go to the website, see if you, bruh, this is like I said, I can't even.
You got to bring one of my
I can't
confessions.
even. Yeah, I can't
So
even.
he's hooked me
I
up
know.
before.
I know.
yeah.
I heard.
And I'm just telling you.
I see. I was gonna let Carl live.
You need a new button.
I was going.
My detector test determined that was a lie.
So you
Listen,
found out that Carl
I was gonna let Carl
had
live since
some.
he was over there
Yeah.
in pain. I didn't
Yeah.
want to bust him out.
Oh, no, I ain't got no problems. No,
Hey,
no.
so in case y'all don't know, people actually rock with this podcast and they send a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Facts.
But somehow Carl is the recipient of all the stuff,
Yeah.
and the supply chain is like COVID.
The Dead Sea. The Dead Sea. It goes in.
Yeah, it just goes
It
in.
don't come out.
Bruh, it's like stuck overseas somewhere.
Stuck in the cul-de-sac.
Ma,
You feel me?
I'm not going to entertain it. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
hit
not
the
going
button.
to
Get you a button.
So,
Get you a button.
No,
hit the button.
but what happened is he turned it into something. Jesse and I literally, like, and again, from UC, I backed off of sweets. I'm talking about like legit. Like, I don't eat nothing sweet at all, but like one time a week. Jesse and I sit down and eat that every Saturday. That's our thing.
Oh my God.
That's our thing. Like every Saturday afternoon,
Wait,
we
he's
lunch.
sending them that often, or you going to buy it?
Let's not get into all of that.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
You are knocked out.
Let's not get into all that.
No, you done messed up.
Wow.
First you said,
Wow.
cheesecake.
Yeah, right. Right. So
Weekly.
So shout out to Mr. Leslie. He came to Mexico as well. He did. Show
He
love
did.
with the fam, man.
Been coming to the
Beautiful family.
conferences,
Been
bro.
at the conference.
Hey, and let me tell you the other blessing is my mom just told me he got an 8-year-old son and a 5-year-old, 6-year-old daughter.
Wow.
So, my kids,
right there, right
they're
there.
for the summer.
A perfect
hanging out.
combination.
Yeah, it's a blessing. So, shout out to Mr. Leslie for the cheesecake, man. And, man, just good folks, man. But just be a good human. Can y'all do that out there for real? Like, I was telling somebody earlier, dog, just be a good person, dog. Like, I'm just,
It's the new challenge.
Listen, I don't know if I told Maul, what are you doing? You looking at your muscles?
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
God,
I'm just making sure,
listen,
bro. Dog, my wife
I
watches
told
the podcast, bro.
Right.
I'm
She
the
be
only
wanting to-
attractive member of this podcast.
Bro,
right?
my
Like,
my wife be like, sometimes the little thing be in front of you, and I can't.
the little thing is in front of you. Right? That sounds like something y'all need to discuss later. Y'all need to discuss that later. All right, get
And
that.
sometimes, she be like, sometimes I can't see you, so I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure it ain't blocking.
Ain't nothing
You know
blocking
what
you
I'm
today. Your view is,
Oh,
I can
okay.
see your true colors shining through.
Hey, dog, don't hate on me, dog, because my wife love looking at me, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
She must have keratoconus like I got. You know what I'm saying? Just you can't quite.
She got what?
Keratoconus. I think that's how you
That
say
sound
it.
like a foot fungus or something.
Hey,
know, man.
listen. It just means my eyes is bad. But I told y'all what they said about my eyes, though.
I told
They
you
said there was a miracle.
somebody sent the message on IG saying that they had the same thing and they sent you the doctor. And I forwarded the
Oh,
message
yeah,
to
you
you.
did.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
said
I
they listened to the
called her. Look at
podcast. Yeah, he said you ain't even got to go out the country. He said somebody here that
Right
does.
here.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the message
I ain't got
sent
that
you.
kind of paper. You know what I'm saying? My man, he got the local paper. I got to get to the Dominican way. You know what I'm saying?
Told you he might
get it all
might not
inclusive.
come back. with-
CJ might wake up with hips.
Hey, hey, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, okay, so man, I want to know. Should I do that? Yeah. So I hate doing that. I told E the other day,
But you don't like doing it though.
But he gonna do it. But he gonna do it.
no. Let me skip that. I don't want to do that. Okay, no, let's just go straight to E. I ain't even gonna play with it today. That's
sure?
enough. That's enough. Yeah, because I feel like we got things to do.
All right.
We grown. Maul pointed out the fact I'm almost 40. I'm gonna stop playing on the pod. Just kick E the ball and let him, run
No,
with it.
we gotta have hate mail. We gotta
Lie
have hate
detector
mail.
test determined that was a lie.
Okay, Carl. Now, hold on. So now we know Carl.
He just
okay.
got bodied by Carl. Let's go.
Hey, you reach across here again, you're gonna lose a limb. First of all,
gonna lose a limb.
but hold on, Carl.
Yes, sir.
You're here.
I'm here.
But you're not here.
Hey,
So Carl told. Okay, if y'all can't see, I don't know if y'all can see over there.
You see right here.
I don't know if that is are the crutches
100%.
visible in the shot.
I don't
I'm not
think so.
sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Carl said it. Oh yeah, come on. And Carl, so tell us. Hey, he got the sparrow.
That's
grade
exactly
one
it. No.
crutches. That's
That's
the
my
real
mom's that was in the house. I just had
Yeah.
to grab something. So yeah.
So what in the world is going on, bro?
Hey, all I know, I'll just be honest with y'all. All I know is Thursday I was fine. I went up to see Chuck.
Yeah.
Wait, Wednesday or Thursday? Went to see Chuck at the hospital.
To the hospital.
And checked on Chuck. Chuck is doing, he's progressing.
Yep.
Bro, I got home. I went to bed that night, and I woke up the next morning, and I'm talking about just lower back pain, and just for the record,
hospital did it to you.
I'd had lower back pain, for years. Like I got into a car accident, 18 years old, but this time, bro, when I tell you, I tried to get off the bed and put my feet down, and when I tell y'all, I have not felt pain like that in a long time. I'm talking about just bro, my whole lower back, tailbone, the whole thing just locked. So literally, I called Jesse yo, go downstairs. My mom had twisted her ankle a couple of years ago. We just had them. I'm like, yo, go bring them crutches. Bro, that's the only way I could get off the bed. Like literally, I had to put all my weight on my arms. I had nothing here. I'm serious. My whole back, everything just locked up. So
when you go see that
and
doctor,
it's still locked.
have Carl go with you.
Oh,
when
no
you go.
doubt. Oh, no, we good.
You come to Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey,
You're
Gersh,
gonna leave with
Gersh, please
BBL.
don't hurt him, though.
But you're gonna be straight.
Gersh want to be on people's back. Gersh, please don't hurt him.
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Gersh gonna be in town. But yeah, no, for real. Like I had to literally support my body weight on that breath. And the dumb part is I got allergies. So, bro, think of a sneeze.
Oh no!
A sneeze on top of that, bro. Like, if a sneeze is coming, like, bro, I'm trying to like get against a wall or something just to brace.
Yeah.
But no, it's been
He did
seriously
something. Remember,
painful.
she said, at our age, you can't make a abrupt
sudden
move.
moves.
So he must have
No
made a
sudden
move
moves.
he didn't know
Bro, I
about.
flicked my whole finger off.
Yeah.
Facts.
So wait.
Just wait till you
so,
turn
let-
40,
wait.
young buck. Just wait. Just watch what happens.
Oh no! Listen, I'm getting better. don't put that on me. I don't know what Carl falling apart. So Carl, the day before, you weren't doing nothing different.
Nothing.
No, sometimes you got to go back. Like when
Yeah,
I got
think
injured
it
one time,
through.
I had to
Yeah,
go back,
think
and
it
my physical therapist was like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "I just was regular day." And it was like, "No, what?" And I was like, "I did that." And I was like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So think about it. Did you lift anything? Like you boxes? You went and checked
Did we
on
walk
something in the
that day?
basement?
We probably walked. That's it. That's what I'm saying. That's all literally. Like I haven't worked out since
Misha walk
COVID.
fast.
Tamisha do walk fast.
walk
Like I have
fast.
not worked out since COVID. Like literally, I told you my body's just been weird, and now I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start walking just to kind of build myself back up. But I haven't been doing anything. Like I'll think for real. But I
He
can't
might
think of
catch
So
nothing.
Listen
maybe
to
it
the
had
podcast.
maybe it had something to do with you in the bed so long
So
from
I
having
slept.
COVID.
So I slept, and that's
Oh,
one thing.
that's
I know I
it.
slept on my side a lot.
Yeah.
That's it.
And what Gersh said is, Gersh is like, dude, if you're sleeping on your side, and he called it right out, and your legs are not like your
get a
knee
pillow.
on your
Yeah.
knee.
Pillow
Yeah,
in
he's
between.
like pillow. He's like,
Yeah.
yo, you like misaligning your whole pelvis or something like that. He was saying. So he said it could be something that simple, just laying down when your legs not like supporting.
Time to get
properly.
better pillows.
Yeah, it's the sciatic nerve issue, I think.
Yeah.
I just made that
I was
up,
gonna
but
say
it
it's
sounded.
it's
No,
right.
it's
It's right to go
though.
down your
It
leg.
is.
Fortunately, and that's
right.
one of the signs where you got like
Yeah.
bad, like a pinched nerve or something
Yeah.
that shoots down your leg. I don't
Yeah.
have that. So
Okay.
he's like, it's probably a herniated
Yeah, Gersh
disc or
is
something,
coming.
just not a lot of
Okay.
space.
Yeah,
but-
Gersh
Maybe it's an
is
old
coming.
cricket injury.
Not the old cricket
the old
issue.
cricket.
You know what I'm saying? Not the old
think of that.
On the way here, me and CJ was just talking about football injuries that
Gotcha.
he had. That I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cricket.
I'll be honest, it would be more basketball than cricket.
Oh,
It would be more basketball. I'm saying I played a lot of basketball.
Carl can try to Americanize himself out. Man,
No,
stick
I'm
to your Barbados roots.
I'm saying, bro,
Probably hooping low key. You know what I'm saying? Man, on the court, son. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. All right. Well, y'all pray for Carl back.
please.
Don't know how to act.
It also could have been. You got to stretch these days. Or you just get busy. You got to go in there and stretch your back
No
out.
sudden movement.
Don't just be trying to get up out the
We
shower.
about to get started. Just hold on with
You
us.
said
We're
keep
coming.
having. Okay. All right.
Yo, what's up, fam? It's your boy ET. Now, look, most of us, we know learning a second language in high school or college, it wasn't exactly the high point in our academic career. I did Spanish in college, but let me tell you something, it was difficult, to say the least, right? But now, thanks to Babbel, the new language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Whether you're traveling abroad like your boy ET, or connecting in a deep way with family or friends, or you just got some extra time on your hand, Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. All right, so look, I learned a second language. Why? Because, and especially Spanish, because it's the second most spoken language in North America, right? And your boy ET, quiero mucho dinero. So listen to me, Babbel's 15-minute lesson plans make it a perfect way to learn a new language on the go. So if Didi's in the mall, right? If I'm on a treadmill, right? If I'm, at the airport, whatever. Like, I don't always have an hour or 30 minutes. So 15 minutes is ideal. Now, Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts. Their teaching methods have been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you learn up to 14 different languages. Like you can learn up to 14 different languages. So you can choose Spanish, French, Italian, German, just to name a few. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access the podcasts, the games, the videos, the stories, even classes, live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. So start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. So do me a favor right now, stop what you're doing and save up to 60% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/success today, right now. That's BABBEL.com/SUCCESS for up to 60% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life. It's your boy ET. Now you know. Let's go.
So anyway, man, years ago, long time ago, he flew into Atlanta. I picked him up, and we rode to Auburn. And we spoke to the football team, Auburn, Alabama.
Isn't that something?
Yep.
Auburn is in Alabama.
Yeah,
it is.
Right.
You either got to be one or the other there, and they're not playing.
No question.
But we went there, and I don't know. Do you remember how the conversation started? I don't.
I don't either.
I don't know why I was trying to give you advice on.
Is it that long ago for real?
Speaking. Yeah. What year is that?
Is it 2012?
Oh, 10 years ago.
Is that long? Hey.
Wow.
2012.
Maul was still in the police league.
Strong.
You know what I'm saying? Maul was still sacking the
quarterbacks.
chief.
Yeah.
The chief of police.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's before I even met y'all. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 2012. So this 10 years ago. What month?
August.
Oh wow. So almost exactly 10. Yeah. And I don't remember what happened, but I picked him up and we were riding to Auburn and we got into like a real in-depth conversation. And it's crazy because to think that you would have said that 10 years ago.
Right.
And E, I'll let you take it from there in terms of what your mindset was and what I said that day and how it clicked. And you just start owning it from that point forward. Maybe I saw it before you did, or maybe it was you being the humility boy. I'm not sure, but something clicked that day. And matter of fact, let's just go ahead and play the clip right now, just because I don't want to make the assumption it was 10 years ago. Some of y'all been rocking with us 2 years. Some of y'all 18 years old, and you was 8, so you definitely didn't see it. But let's play the clip right now, and y'all check it out. Check out the clip, and then we'll talk about it.
So me and Coach was talking, right? And I ain't proud of it, but I just like to keep it 100. I'm a high school dropout. I ain't proud of it. I dropped out my senior year in high school. And I'm just keep it real, because it wasn't because I was dumb. It was because I left home at an early age, and I don't have no other way to say it. Coaches, forgive me, but my boys was on the block. So while I'm in school from 8 to 3, they getting it in. So they picking me up in Mustang 5.0. They picking me up in the Jeep with the top off and the sound, no seat. They didn't blew the back seat out, no back seat now. They just got the 8 and 10s in the back, and it's woof, woof. And I'm coming out of class, getting in the car. They coming right up to Henry Ford. I'm from Detroit, 8 Mile. They coming right up, grabbing me. E, you ready? I'm getting in the ride. Like, why am I still going to school? They're like, why are you getting F's and D's? Like, why are you still going to school? And so I dropped out of school. But guess what? You know why it was so easy for me to drop out of school? Because my father dropped out of school. My father had 5 kids by 5 different women. And why was it easy for him to drop out? Because my grandfather dropped out of school. But I did something unique. I went and got my GED, got my 4-year degree, got my master's degree, and I'm a dissertation away from my PhD, and I hate school. So somebody said, if you hate school so much, why are you getting a PhD? Because I figure if I get a PhD, I'm going to create something in my family, and my son going to have to at least graduate from what? Come on, give me 100, come on. If your daddy got a PhD, you can at least do what? You can at least graduate from high school. And let me tell you something, I told my son, I ain't trying to put no pressure on you, but it's been 60 years since a male in our family has graduated from high school. Son, I'm gonna need you to take your senior year serious. We got a lot riding on you, and I'm telling you, greatness is here, but it ain't on Cam's shoulders no more. It ain't on Farley's shoulder no more. It ain't on Bo Jackson's shoulder no more. Now greatness is on whose shoulder? That's why I wake up every morning at 2 o'clock, 2:30, because I got my mama counting on me. I got my sister counting on me. I got my son and my daughter counting on me. I got a world that gets up every morning and watches me. I got little kids who don't believe that they can do it. When they saw me, they thought now they can do it. So I get up every morning at 2:30, 3 o'clock. Why? Because greatness is upon me. Dr. King is dead. Malcolm X is dead. I'm that new guy. I'm that new inspiration. I'm the guy you look at when your daddy ain't in your life, when your daddy in prison. I'm that guy that comes to your high school and tell you, you can make it happen. Greatness is upon you. You better act like it.
All right, so E, greatness is upon you.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, one of the most viral speeches we had, and it was one of those where I was sitting in the room, and I think Train was there too. And I looked at Train, and I was like, well, we got one. Yeah. We got one.
And that's what we was trying to get.
Yeah.
Like, that was a part of our, MO back then.
Yeah.
Like, we were still becoming, like, people knew us because, of course, I'm at Auburn, but it wasn't what it is today.
Yeah, no. And I remember everybody in the room just looking like, whoa, what just happened? But there was a mindset shift for you that day that has, sustained until now. So just talk about what that switch was and help those of us who haven't hit the switch yet get to hit that switch.
It's crazy, because I was just, recently in Atlanta. And let me just not say Atlanta. I was just saying Atlanta because I met a young lady. She was running and she saw me and she just stopped for about 3 minutes and was just crying, like snot, tears.
The video's on Instagram too. Go check it out.
And I just stood and waited for a minute. So, Maul, this happens a lot. So I'm just thinking, you watched the video, you went through something normal. That's still a challenge. But I'm so used to I failed my bar exam, divorce, whatever. So I'm talking to her and she like, yo, I lost my 7-year-old. And she was like going through it because she was like, I'm responsible because of me. He had a genetic, defect, whatever you call it, like some illness, but it came through her, whatever. So she's like, my first child didn't get it. I got it, but the second one got it. So she was on this whole guilt thing, whatever. She was just like, yo, I'll be honest with you. Like, I was pissed with God. I stopped talking to God, whatever. And I started listening to your stuff, and it got me back to God, and it got me over it. And it was funny because I had called C and was like, yo, C, that's crazy, because that was one of the first ones that made me go, yo, I remember when I was a motivational speaker before I became like, I want to be what Dr. Martin Luther King is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people watch coming up in Chicago, you watch Sweetness, you like, I want to be Walter Payton. You see Jordan, like I want to be, I was like, I want to be Martin Luther King. I want to be Malcolm X. But I was telling C in 2012 when we was like, he was like, E, I don't even understand why you like going back and forth with it. I was like, yo, C, to be honest with you, like and we have to be real, y'all. There are things that we want to do or accomplish that we don't because we're worried about the culture, or we're worried about our parents, or we're worried about, whatever, the church you grew up in. Like, a lot of us don't want to admit it, but the people we love and respect oftentimes limit us in a way that, like, you always talking about your haters. My haters doing it. Sometimes your mama limits you. Sometimes your mama limits you. It ain't on no hater. And a hater is better, because at least you know the hater is limiting you. You don't be knowing your church limiting you. Like, you don't really peep out your grandma limiting you. And C was kind of like, E, why would you even debate if you might? And I said, C, where I come from, bro, you ain't supposed to compare yourself to Dr. Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to compare yourself to Dr. J and, LeBron, but you ain't supposed to say, I'm the next Dr. Martin Luther King. And I was like, I even said it, like, I'm not saying it to compare myself to him. I'm saying it because I want to bear the responsibility that he bear for our community. Like, I want to be able to be the dude that I'm giving out free content to prisoners. I'm going to the detention centers. I'm hitting the high schools. Like, I want to be responsible for, like, that young lady, yo, you helped me get through this with my son. And so where I want to take it, if y'all don't mind, I want to take it to, yo, listen to me, y'all. This crazy. The lady that I just blessed and she saw me and was tripping in 2022, Ma, that only happened because that Eric decided to say something that he thought was going against the grain, but he knew that's what God wanted him to do. Like, I'm grateful to that kid, because the kid 5 years before him or 6 years before him was so worried about what people would say that he would dare say he was the next Martin Luther King. Like, he wouldn't go there because he'd be like, well, what your mama gonna say? Or what the community gonna say? Or whatever. And this was before social media was what it is today. I was like, yo, my grandmother would roll over in her grave if she thought, you feel me? And I tell people all the time, I'm a 1970 kid. So Martin Luther King had just got shot. Like just how people talk about Pac and Biggie, like Martin Luther King had just got shot. Malcolm had just got shot, bruh. So I wasn't even 10 years away from him getting shot. So my mom and them was talking like, boy, we remember when it was on the news. Like we remember when we all heard it.
Right.
Like we remember how old we were and where we were. Like it was huge. So Mo, I remember being afraid not to take the responsibility of Martin Luther King, but I was afraid of what people would think or say about me. And man, that was a big day because that was one of those days where I was willing to go against the grain and go against the people that I respected and looked up to be more of what God called me to be. You feel me? And it's just so many of y'all out here right now, like for real, you can be whatever it is you want to be. Like you could be the next or the first or whatever, but you still like, even I'm talking to adult men and adult women. Like, yo, I never knew how much my grandmother influenced me. Like, I never knew how much my mom and me, like, I could be grown and be like, man, I don't care. No. I do care what my mom thinks. And I do care about what and I had to get to a point respectfully where I was like, bro, you got to stop caring about what your mama think. Like, you are an adult grown male, not in a disrespectful way, but like, bruh, there's some things you supposed to do that didn't happen before. So how you gonna be worried about your mama, your grandma, worried about what bruh? And I'm telling you, like, it might have been a year or so ago. I still remember wanting to say certain things or I felt a certain way, but I'm like, how they gonna think or what they gonna say? And it's like, you gotta stop doing that, bruh. You are a grown man that's gonna leave this earth and you gotta be 100% comfortable doing what you know God called you to do. And even if it offends people, it's okay. Like, it's not their life. It's your life. And you got to die on E. So when the lady a couple weeks ago, when I met her on whatever, I didn't tell y'all this, but I was in the Lenox Mall and I met a bruh. As soon as I walked in, he was like, bruh, grown man, bruh. And I was like, what's up, Cap? He like, bruh, I did a bid, bruh. I listened to you, bruh, when I was in prison, bruh. Like, bruh, he was almost like the same thing. Mar wanted me to be proud. He's like, you'll be proud of me. I got out. I got my own business. I got an LLC. I'm taking care of my family. I'm whatever. I'm not lying to y'all. 20 minutes later, I'm deep now in the food court. Dude was like, what's up? He was with his boys. I did a 5 bid. I listened to your stuff. You got me out. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, why did it take you so long to accept and acknowledge who you were? And why were you caring about what somebody else thinks about what God called you to do?
We're partnering with Current again, the app and debit card that is the future of banking. And because you rock with us, the Secrets to Success podcast, Current is giving you the opportunity to win some money. That's right. We're giving away $500 to 4 random listeners who sign up at current.com/success2. That's success the number 2. Or enter the same code success2 in the app. That's current.com/success2. Listen, I don't know how you feel about your relationship with your bank, but I often feel like it's very one-sided. You get a lot of attention when you first join, but from that point on, you pretty much get ignored until you do something wrong and then you're hit. Overdraft fees, of course, we got the non-existent interest rates. Listen, today's banking is still dominated by some really old companies that aren't really about the customer, and Current was built to change just that. They've built everything from the ground up with you in mind and with modern technology and security. Current wants to help you get your money faster, help you move it faster, and give you the tools to spend and save it better than ever. A few of those tools include getting your paycheck up to 2 days faster, no overdraft fees up to $200, no minimum balance fees, and their new interest features where you get 4% API on savings. That's 60 times higher than the national average. And remember, Current wants to help us give back to you today. We're giving away $500 to 4 random people who use our code SUCCESS, the number 2, success2. So go download Current and use our code SUCCESS2 or visit current.com/success, the number 2 for a chance to win. Current is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by Visa debit card and issued by Choice Financial Group, member FDIC. The Current annual percentage yield is variable and may change at any time. Terms and conditions apply.
What specifically did you think people would say? Like, who he think he is?
Yeah,
trying to
bro.
compare himself or saying he is.
Sacrilegious almost.
Yeah.
you know that's Martin Luther King.
But you know what's so crazy? People said the same thing to Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
Who do you think he is?
Yeah.
So it never stops.
It don't stop.
They don't celebrate you until you become.
Yeah.
And so, but you don't become until you go against the grain.
Yeah.
Because nobody gonna see your vision. Nobody knew Martin Luther King was gonna be Martin Luther King until he became Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
And then that was when he was dead and gone. Matter of fact, it's pastors today that was against Martin Luther King.
Absolutely.
When Martin Luther King was being Martin Luther King.
Most people were against him, contrary to popular belief.
Yeah.
We think because he got a holiday after his name, and we get to take off that everybody support him, and they didn't support him. And as a matter of fact, they didn't support the nonviolent movement that he picked up from Gandhi. They was like, bruh, we getting beat down. You want us to get more beat down? You want the dogs to, you want the warlords? Like, you weak. You a sucker. You letting these people do whatever, and I was just like, wow, God, I can't be afraid, one, of the responsibility and the fear of when you go against the grain, how you might look if you mess up. Like, there's a fear of, I ain't gonna just say failure, but a fear of disappointment or a fear of like you made a move and when you made it didn't work out, and now you went against the grain and look what happened to you. You went, and so a lot of us, I'm not telling you to be the next Dr. Martin Luther King. This don't got nothing to do with that. I'm saying there are adult males right now, adult females right now. You still have somebody that you look up. It could be a mentor. What your boy J. Cole say? When your rival, when your idol becomes your
rival,
right? You feel me? And he wasn't being disrespectful, but he was saying like, yo, at some point, the voices that raise you cannot be stronger than your own voice.
Exactly.
At some point in life, the people who raise you and you look up to and you honor and you respect, like they voice gotta like taper down some in your head. Yeah. And your voice got to be stronger than their voice. So my mama's voice has always been strong to me. My wife's voice has always been strong. But it's like, okay, now you not the 16-year-old Diddy found on the streets no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can push your weight a little bit now. And not on no more being aggressive and being whatever, but it's like, in some areas where Didi was more successful or dominant than you passed that now. So you don't have to have the same relationship you had with her at 16 at 51. And there's those of us for real. We have the same relationship with our grandma or the same relationship with our parents. And why do we have it? Not because we don't have a vision, not because we don't have dreams and goals, but you still overly concerned about how they feel or think about what God has called you to do.
Or is it possible that they've shaped your thinking into their thinking?
Yeah, that's big.
Say that again?
Yeah, that's big.
I'm saying, or is it possible that you've been listening to them so long that you are thinking the same things that they think? You see what I'm saying? It's
No
like,
question.
okay, you listening to them, but it's like your brain is telling you the same thing that they telling you.
Yeah.
Because, again, essentially they raised you
Absolutely.
and you bought into it for so long, good or bad, whatever it is, that now you're right. So I would say, how do you taper down that voice if you've bought into that voice?
Oh, bro, you got to start talking to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I used to talk to myself.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. Everybody thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Man, you got that good job.
Yeah.
That good pension with them benefits.
Yeah.
You got your furlough.
Yeah.
Not the furlough.
I love the furlough.
Oh.
I still
Is
don't
it
know what
something
it
else?
means.
Is it a POT? Is there some
PTO?
PTO. I heard somebody talk
I
about
just
that
learned
today.
Yeah. We got that at
personal time off.
ETA.
Okay, yeah.
We got that at ETA.
You know what I'm saying? You got all that. Don't you know people pray for jobs like this?
Man, that good job.
Oh, bro, but I used to have to
What's
tell
the other terms? Come on, help me out.
Oh,
give us some more.
501k.
Oh, bro. You got your 401k. You got your deferred comp.
Yeah.
You got your pension.
Your pension.
You
That's
got, you got your retro check. Oh,
Yeah.
retro check used to be nice.
What's the retro check?
I'm talking about retro
What's
check.
the retro
That's
check?
retroactive pay.
Yeah.
Because the contract never go on time, right?
Okay.
And so they owe you
Yeah,
for the
for
past 4 years when you get the new contract.
Yeah.
And so now it's not because police ain't
Talk that talk, boy.
bro,
Talk that
oh,
talk.
that retro. I'm talking about, hey, whenever we used to get the retro,
Yeah.
bro,
That's a new term
I'm
for
telling
me.
you, the whole parking lot be filled with Cadillacs.
Wow.
I'm talking about, hey, you know what's so
Put some
funny?
D's on
Bro,
it.
people used to come to work just just happy.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
the retro.
The check used to be about 8,000, 8 to
Wow.
10,000.
Wow.
And cops be there, oh, they be so happy. And I be like, man, this is how I feel every 2 weeks. This is how I feel every month.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
This is the checks I'm getting from real estate every single month.
Yeah.
You know, because I ain't let that voice, man. People used to sit back, dog, and try to tell me what I should do because that's what they did. And I think the people that really tell you what you should do, they really not happy. I don't think they really happy.
Okay.
Because
I got my loved ones that I'm talking about listening. So I want to, don't
They
tell
wanna
me
see you shine.
I can't,
No,
I can't agree or disagree.
I'm talking to people in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
He from Chicago. He was born in Chicago.
People in Chicago.
A lot of people
still
talk about in Chicago.
I'm not the people with the last name, not Thomas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Still
right there.
You good, boy. Just tell the story, bro. Tell the story.
I don't think that they really are happy because I used to sit around and I would hear the behind the door talk.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, the behind the door talk was, oh man, I can't stand this company.
Yeah.
Oh man, they not, man, promotion. They not promoting. Oh, they racist. They not doing this. They not doing that.
Yeah.
But yet the talk would still be.
Yeah.
I never understood that. I
Keep
never had
that
no
good-
job like that.
Keep that
I
good
never
job.
understood how people could be at the job that pissed. Like
I've never seen a person work a job, been there for 20, 30 years, happy at the job.
Yeah.
But yet they would tell,
my mom.
Except her.
She the only one.
100%.
My mom
But yet they would
working for 45 years. She geeked up.
You know what I'm saying? But yet they will be trying to tell you to
question,
do it.
Mark. No
And it's
question.
like, all right, so should I do it? Should I not?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
what? So sometimes, man, you got to start,
You gonna tell me to do the same thing that made Drew miserable?
Is you miserable?
bro. And that's what that exposure thing. That's why you got to read books. You got to surround yourself around the right people. And then if you can't find nobody in your circle, bro, you got to start talking to yourself.
Yeah.
I used to sit up, man, and talk to. I hope they don't try to commit me, but I used to talk to myself.
As long as you didn't answer yourself back,
bro,
you'll be all right.
Exactly. Well, I did.
He did.
Oh, you know Maul did.
I used to talk.
gonna have the biggest biceps ever?
Yes. No doubt. And you do. So praise God. Keep
Bro, so
talking to
sometimes
yourself.
somebody listening, sometimes you got to talk to yourself until you become. And I think that's, what the Bible, man, like you got to speak those things
which
that are not as though they were.
I will encourage myself in the Lord.
I will
Yeah.
encourage myself. So that means
Yeah.
that you can't encourage
Yeah,
you.
you can.
You don't need other
Yeah.
people to affirm you,
Yeah.
encourage you, or
Yeah.
whatever else.
Yeah.
You got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And it's so many, boom, one man's obedience is connected to so many other
many,
people's
man.
destiny.
Yeah.
What does that obedience mean? We say that.
Yeah.
What does that really mean?
Yeah.
Your obedience meaning that I am not going to do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, your obedience to the vision that God has given you.
That's what obedience is
Yeah.
coming. And
Yeah.
so many people's destiny is connected to the vision that God has given you.
Yeah.
If you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you would probably be working still at Michigan State. If you listen to the noise, people telling you.
You'd have been fired though.
Yeah, I would have been fine.
Oh, yeah, we definitely were gonna last that long.
I'd have been fine. But I will say this to you, Maul. So we go in steps.
Yep.
So to me, I think step one is when you get to the point where you can fly on your own. Like that first time you start thinking your own thoughts is when you probably need to stop thinking others.
Okay.
But what's dangerous is when you first start thinking those first set of thoughts, you go share those thoughts with others, and that's when they start killing
They start shutting that
They
down.
start shutting them jokers down. So remember, Joseph went to his brothers and his father and told them the dream.
Yeah.
It didn't go well. It didn't
they
go
wasn't
well.
supporting.
So number one, don't tell people your
Yeah,
Don't
or
tell people
Maul,
dreams.
if you tell them and you don't get the response you think you should get, stop telling them.
Yeah.
You feel? I was talking to a grown woman today. Like my friends, they don't do this and that. I was like, well, how you still like? Why they don't be doing videos when I be speaking? They don't singing. They don't be doing videos. They don't be getting the audio for me. And I was like, okay, well, why are they still your like in business? Like maybe they should just be your friends. Maybe you should have different. Maybe you should have a videographer.
Yeah.
To, you feel what I'm saying? But listen to what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be funny. I said to her, why are you still complaining that you that sweet as a singer and you be having your friends with you and they'll never record your stuff? Like, why are we still having this conversation? Like, after the second time when they didn't do it, why are you hating on them? Why didn't the second time you just say, the third time I'm getting a videographer?
Yeah.
Like, why you just didn't say I'm going to hire an audio
Because you gotta pay
technician?
for that.
Okay, yeah.
About that.
But I'm saying, you got to pay for it when people bust your
Oh,
dreams
that
up.
part.
You gotta pay for
That
it
part.
when they strip you of your confidence, when they make you feel like you stupid for what. And so Joseph was like, okay, I probably need to pull off for this one. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to back off for telling them because I told my brothers
What was
that didn't go
Joseph's
well.
dream?
That they would bow before
Bow
him.
down to him.
His
So
brothers
you don't
would
think
bow
that had nothing to do with it? I'm just saying.
It was
Hey,
just
can you
dream.
imagine that though?
Hey, so check this out, right? Y'all sit down real quick.
Everybody got siblings. Everybody here got siblings. Can you imagine?
He don't never say that part.
I just said the Bible said what it
take
said.
your pastor to the next level.
You feel me? I just said what the Bible said.
Yeah.
Then he went and told his father, and to your point, his father was like, "Oh, that's pretty sweet." Until he told his father, "You go bow before me too."
Father was like, man, so you saying they gonna bow before you, huh?
Okay. Your older brothers? Yeah, okay, yeah.
You in that number.
The Bible don't say it, but Pops was probably in on the kidnapping too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You like, what's going on? So I'm just saying, just for real. So the first time you go to somebody with your stuff and they try to tell you to go in a different direction and you know your spirit is telling you, at that point you need to start talking to yourself.
Okay. Good. Okay, this is good.
Encourage yourself.
No, because I just had a conversation with a young man.
Okay.
Right? So you just said that. All right, cool. So I'm trying to help people out now. Let's help people. And you've been helping people. I don't mean to say you haven't.
No, I know what you mean. Further.
But let's
further help people.
Let's help him for real.
He's that new guy.
Right.
Abernathy.
No, I gotta go Obama. He mixed.
All right, I'm not mad at you.
So I was having a conversation with a young man, right? Now, obviously, I'd like to think that us in this room, we've had a fair bit of success, right? So they came to me and kind of like were telling me like what they wanted to do and they wanted advice. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I started giving the advice and they was like, no, I'm not good on that.
Yeah.
And no, straight up, respectfully. And they was like, no, I'm good on that. And I was like, oh, okay, like, and the words he used was, I'm about to blaze my own trail. I was like, oh, okay, like,
yeah, no question.
I'm not mad at you. Like, I instantly backed off because I'm like, we blazed our own trail.
Yeah.
And I was like, but here go the thing. I can't give you advice on blazing your new trail.
Right.
Like, when we decided to quit our jobs and start doing YouTube videos, that ain't nothing I could call my mom and be like, hey, so what you think about, like, what day we should release the video, how we should release, what you think you should talk about in these videos? Like, that we blazed our own trail, right? Now, the problem is, you broke at the same time.
Right.
Right? And again, to each his own. But I'm saying to you, E, at what point do you take the information and apply and listen to what people say, or go on your own voice? Because we went on our own voice and it worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know that everybody should be going on their own voice.
Should. You should.
All right,
you
cool.
should. Here's what you should do. So I think, Ma, you should know what your vision is.
That's it.
And then once you know your vision, you can start getting advice. Because So somebody called me, and was like, E, bro, and much respect. I'll say their name, Charmel. Charmel was like, E, you've been talking lately and I heard you. Like, you my pastor, I listened to you. You said that I shouldn't be looking to get to your table. I should be getting my own table.
Yeah.
So she was like, help me how do I start that? You feel me? Like, who do I pick for my own table? I was like, well, first of all, you got to know what your table is.
No, you got to actually build the table.
Yeah, I'm saying you got to know what the table is, though, and then you build your table. So I knew, for instance, APOC is our spiritual table.
Yeah.
ETA is our motivational table. Same thing, Ma. One is meat and potatoes. One is Gerber. You know what I'm saying? Squash. You know what I'm saying? Green beans, right? And corn. It's going to eventually get you to the meat, but you ain't ready for meat yet. So I was like, yo, I knew what I wanted. I needed
get on the Gerber side.
Whatever. I'm not saying you.
I just was kind of like.
Continue, man.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah,
No.
I was saying the product. I was saying the product.
Right.
And he was 22 when I'm back. You feel what I'm saying?
Still got some similarities.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying, Ma, is I knew from the spiritual side, I need this person, this person, this person.
Yeah.
I knew from the prophet side, I need this person, this person. Now, some of my tables, people are doing multiple. They serve it on this side and they serve it on that side. But they know what to do, because me and Carl just had a conversation with the algorithm. Like, we broke the algorithm down. I was like, okay, we got to make some adjustments. Because the table is some stuff on the table that's not necessary. So we got to shrink the table some so we can get more out. So I know my table. I know specifically we trying to do this. We trying to do personal development, spiritual development. But if you strip us, it's development.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so I told her, I was like, look, You need to know what your table is. You need to know what you're trying to accomplish. And then you know if it's a plane, you need a pilot, a flight attendant, a ground crew, or air traffic control. So once God showed me that the assessment was going to be a plane, well, I automatically know what I need. So then in real life, I know who my pilots are.
Yeah.
I know who my flight attendants. I know my ground crew. I know my air traffic control. Like they all sitting in this room right now. Each one of us can operate at a high level in that capacity. So for me, it's like, yo, don't be going to other people, other motivational speakers, and asking them what to do until you know what you want to do. Because if you do that, when I sat down with Les Brown, I would be just like Les if I didn't. And then some people made the mistake. They got with Les and tried to mimic Les. But we know a young man who, when I see him, everything looked like me, and he wondered why he can't blow up. Right now, he out the country, but it's like,
no, he blew up.
Oh, okay. All right. But
only because of you.
Right. And I'm saying, you co-signed it. You got the pick with it. You are not the father. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so all I'm saying, Ma, is if I would have gone to Les without knowing who Eric was, I would have taken the information that Les gave me and tried to mimic Les. What I did was took the information Les gave me and calculated and applied it to Eric Thomas. And then even Les was like, yo, you number one in the world. Say you number one. So even Les made me say, he even said to me what he was like, I need to say to myself. So he didn't go, hey, Eric, I'm number one. You need to say you number three. Even he was like, yo, I've already done my thing. Everybody know who I am and what I've accomplished. I'm about to pour into ET and get ET. Good. So he was saying to me what I would have said to me. And so for a lot of you, you're going to people who are not in lifting you up. They're not, they're making you more like, bro, when you finish talking to some of the people you talk to, you're more anxious, you're more fearful, you're more confused, you're more frightened, like you're more paralyzed. You talking to them and you done walked away like, shoot, I don't even know if I'm doing like you're now questioning the very thing that even that giving you some success or you got some productivity. Man, I said this, Carl. Man, I said, bro, I'm not. There's no other area where I'm sweet at. This is the only one. I said when I went to Oakwood Mall, I did not grow up in church, so that was a religious institution. I never even grew up praying with my parents. Like we wasn't even. Bro, I can't name one time, and I'm not being disrespectful. My mom, listen, I'm just saying I don't never remember us, like, everybody come together in the morning for devotion. Let's pray. I don't never, if it happened so frequent, I don't personally remember it happening. So I went to Oakwood, it's side by side we stand. They got songs they sing, by and by. People, when the morning, when it say, and they know may the Lord watch between me and thee. Why? Bro, I was like a fish out of water. I didn't know the culture. I didn't know what was going on.
That's how I felt when I met E.
Yeah.
And we was at the Arby's drive-through line. He just started praying. And I was like, am I supposed to be ordering? I'm like, E on the phone, like, yeah, so anyway, Father God. I'm like, I just, curly fried, amen.
You know what I'm saying? Which one? You feel me? And so I was a fish out of water. But when I spoke, people started coming to hear me speak. And I was like, oh, this is it. And people would tell me, oh, no, that ain't it. You don't use the right words. Your language is off. Like you're academia, you struggling. The way you dress, I promise y'all, they could say whatever they wanted to say. I was like, ooh, this feel good. Ooh, I ain't never got this type of, you know what I'm saying? Like purpose, perspective. Ooh. So for me, Ma, even though the culture was saying you're not the most likely to succeed, I didn't hear nothing they were saying, Ma, because I kept hearing, you about to be the next Martin Luther King. Before I said it out loud, I was saying it to myself. You about to be the next Malcolm X. You about to be the next Garvey. Like all that stuff you learning in class about your history, like you about to be the next Harriet Tubman. You about to save your people. So even when other people were saying, bruh, you come into church with Jim, like you come into church with a shirt, like bruh, you don't know the doxology, like bruh, you're not using homiletics. When you preach, you're supposed to know, It's like the study of like how to preach. Like you got to know the history of the Bible, like the accuracy Hebrew, of the time, the Hebrew, the Greek, like Aramaic, like the original text. I was like, bruh, Let me just be
Y'all
real
about
with
to
y'all.
get this Joseph scripture and
Oh,
sit your butt down.
I'm about to kill this. And I knew, Maul, it was working because normal people was coming in loving it. And so I was saying.
That's where you thought it was working. Right. That's where you thought.
You thought.
You trying to heal the sick.
I was.
Yeah.
And so I'm just being real, Maul. I never let people tell me, they might have gave me a low self-esteem about reading and writing. They might have made me feel bad about school. And made me, but the speaking, boy, I don't care what you told me. I knew that I got something here and I'm going to stay with it. And so there were voices that encouraged me, and I soaked those voices up. There was Kenny Anderson. There was David Person. Dave wrote an article about me. Kenny got me on the radio.
Yeah.
There were people who was like, E, you pretty good at this. The people who was like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I was like, it's okay, you not me. So I don't care if you would do it like this or not. So I'm just saying, Maul, I think you need to figure out you first. And then once you figure out you, if you're talking to somebody that's trying to take you in a different direction, you need to respectfully decline.
Let me
and
say
continue
something.
to hang with people
Let me
that
tell you
do
this.
pump you up.
You better stick to your vision. And you better make it work.
But that's
you're gonna look mighty dumb.
But
now
that's
you gotta
it.
be willing. You gotta be willing to accept
You
that.
gotta take that risk, bro.
Because we would have looked.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Stupid.
But imagine if we would
bruh.
have stayed.
Hey, but I gotta say it. So I think it's a thing between next and now. All right, let me explain it. Between next and now. Next, Maul, is you go down their path, and bro, you can almost predict what it looks like, and there's a safety in that.
Say it again.
You see what I'm saying? There's such a safety in that.
Security.
There's a perceived. Let me use the right words. A perceived security in that.
Well, sometimes knowing what's next is security, right?
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying,
even if it's bad, you knowing.
You have
Remember
an
he said
idea.
the devil you know.
Yeah, but when we talk about operating in my purpose now, bruh, it ain't no real guarantees with that. You know what I'm saying? There's none. Like you literally about to figure out this path. And I think that's what makes it so difficult for a lot of people, because now I'm fighting between something that's perceived, known, successful, right? I can follow this path. I can retire. I can live the life you live that you want to have. But it's still, like you said, see, it's the devil I know, perceive, versus what you're saying is now, God, give me this purpose, God. And I don't even know what that really, where that's going. It sound cute.
It sound like sold into slavery and be put in jail.
And you see what I'm saying? And then worse shit, if you're in a Christian environment, you almost expected as a Christian that you got to suffer and be persecuted. So you see what I'm saying? So I can see the struggle for a person thinking like, yo, this is hard.
Right.
When you try to tell me go that route compared to, but it's now versus next.
But that's why it go back to like we've been saying. I think the consistency is that vision.
Yeah.
The vision got to be so clear to you. It's got to be so clear, bruh. And something that kept me, man, Romans 4:20, and my phone won't even load it.
Okay.
But it was just talking about how Abraham,
Yeah.
Abraham made a decision to believe anyway.
Let's get it. Where my phone at?
Anyway, I can't. I'm clicking
What
on
is
it.
420?
Yeah, go to 420.
Get that.
It won't even load.
Yeah.
But it just talk about how
Hey
Abraham.
Siri, what's Romans 4:20? Beat all these
Bro,
clowns
for
to
whatever
the punch.
reason, my phone won't even load. It's the devil.
Oh, they say it's a cannabis culture. 420.
There you go.
That's why I won't come up.
What was it, Romans 420?
Yeah, Romans 4:20. It won't
Dang.
even. Look at this, Aaron. Look at this, bro.
It's
Aaron
okay.
Fox.
They don't want you to
It's
give
the
it to
devil,
the
dog.
The
Yeah,
Bible
yeah.
is Snoop Dogg.
Bro, it's the devil.
It's the trick of the enemy for it not to work.
Romans 4:20.
Yeah, Romans
we got it.
4:20.
Different translation.
Where is it?
It's down there. He did not.
What kind of is this? The belief?
It's my little study Bible. Calm down now.
That's the Greek. Carl got the Greek.
In Hebrew.
Yeah.
Oh, no question.
What you saw? Homiletics?
Yeah, homiletics.
Homiletics.
No question.
Homiletics.
Yeah, no, it's
Homiletics.
Yeah, homiletics.
All right, but this will say
Okay.
that Abraham didn't waver through unbelief regarding the promise of God. But in the one I was looking for,
King James?
Yeah, he want King
it
James.
said that he didn't tiptoe around the promise of God.
Oh, yeah,
How
that's
many
messages.
people tiptoe?
Maul got the college version. You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying? You know
saying?
the college version, they sexy you out a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
The
You know what I'm
tiptoe. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
That
That's the one I read.
Oh, I definitely that ain't King James.
Yeah.
No,
That's not
no,
Greek.
King James
Yeah,
ain't no
homiletics.
tiptoe.
Yeah, no. Carl
so
got the real.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
he
come on,
didn't
come on.
tiptoe around God's
Okay,
promise.
there it is. Where's
There
that?
we go.
Yeah, it said he didn't tiptoe.
Yeah.
Tiptoe.
Yeah.
A lot of people out here tiptoeing.
Tiptoe.
Nickel slick.
That's the title.
Nickel slick.
You feel me? Got something in your vest
when I
pocket.
read this, I just imagine. You know when somebody tiptoeing,
Yeah.
they just tiptoeing.
Yeah.
Ding,
Bro,
ding, ding.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all listen to people, and so you tiptoeing through life. You just tiptoeing. But it where did it go, Carl? Oh, it said he didn't tiptoe around God's promise, asking cautiously skeptical questions. He plunged into the promise. He plunged.
Preach,
That's some
preacher.
strong
When
words.
you
Preach,
know who
preacher.
you are, when you got your vision
Plunge.
set, bruh,
Yeah.
you plunge into it.
Yeah.
When people was telling me about, oh man, yo, little J, man, you got 2 girls.
Yeah,
you got
chill
2
out.
girls.
Chill
They
out.
wanted me to tiptoe.
Yeah.
Oh well, or like we talk about, right?
I sure just hope for a healthy baby.
Right. Well,
I don't care one way or the other.
right. Well, if it's a girl, if it's another girl, then
Yeah.
I guess then it's just meant to be.
Yeah.
Or as long as the
Only
baby.
Marl is the only, for real, the brave enough one to be like,
I'm gone.
That go back to
doggone
what
that.
you just said. Though. See, you was like, well, what if it don't happen?
Yeah.
That's tiptoeing. You tiptoeing around the promise of God. When you know, that's what I'm saying. You gotta know what you're listening to. When you know what the promise of God is, then you plunge into what it is what you're supposed to be
do
doing in
y'all know
life.
a plunge? Come on,
Oh
plunge.
no, head first,
Bro, submerge. Like you just
Completely.
hold
Okay.
everything.
You not holding back, and you know, and then, even though he said tiptoe, I still think about that person that put their little foot in the water, just to test the water out a little bit.
Just jump in it, bro.
Just plunge
You're
it.
gonna be colder longer putting it in inch by inch. Just jump in the doggone thing.
Plunge into the vision
Yeah.
that you have.
Yeah.
Plunge into the vision that you
Yeah.
have, but a lot of people don't do that, and that's why they don't have it. And they wonder why their life, after 20, 30 years, it ain't what they planned on because you just went off of what somebody else
Right,
did.
it definitely
and the crazy
wasn't
thing
yours.
is, you
Yeah.
listening to them,
Right.
and guess what they doing?
They tiptoeing.
They tiptoeing.
So now it's a tiptoe.
Tiptoe party.
So they teaching you how to
Tiptoe
tiptoe.
party.
So you,
Fraternal order.
so here it is. You was looking for
Tip
them.
by toe.
You was looking for them to show you how
Yeah.
to plunge,
Tip
but
by
instead they
tip.
taught you how to tiptoe.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I was just trying to say earlier,
Brother
Maul.
tiptoe.
Brother tiptoe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's
Permission
why,
to tiptoe, brother tiptoe.
so that's why I said earlier, Maul, that I was tiptoeing around being Martin Luther, like taking that responsibility. I was tiptoeing because I was worried about what other people thought about me. Like, bro, I'm
You
not
already took the responsibility.
I did lightly.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying you took it.
Yeah.
You never acknowledged that
Yeah.
you
That you
took
took
it.
it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You been took it.
Yeah.
You been living your life for other people. You've been
Absolutely.
pouring into other people. You've been changing generations.
But he said he was still tiptoeing.
tiptoeing.
He
was-
took it, but he tiptoed with it.
No. I was there.
Yeah, I don't think he tiptoed.
Did he plunge?
He was it. He plunged
In terms of
I'm
his
saying,
activity
absolutely.
and his
His
actions,
actions
100%.
plunged.
Yeah.
Okay.
His verbal ability about it changed.
Yeah.
I said, bruh, think about it. He was going off. These messages were there. That was the first time he acknowledged it. He knew who he was. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was like the Last Dragon. He had to glow the whole time.
I had to
No.
go.
He just didn't know.
Bruce Leroy.
He was already the master. He was already the master. He didn't become the master when he got the glow.
Yeah.
He was running around the whole city
Yeah,
looking
but I
for
didn't
the
have
master.
the glow, Maul.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
had the glow.
I had
He
the
had
glow,
it.
but I didn't.
He never
Yeah, I
activated
never
it. And that was
activated it,
when he
Maul.
fully activated it with his
Yeah.
mind and his heart. Because he
Yeah.
was already running. Bro, why you think I told him? That was the part of the story. I was in the car and told him, bro, you are to this generation. Like, it's no
Your
tiptoeing
fans,
around it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could tell me,
Own
bro.
it.
You
Own
with your
it.
actions, with
That's
your
what it was.
marriage, with your
Own it.
leadership,
Bruh.
with
Yeah.
your pastoral,
Own it.
with your motivational speaking,
Yeah.
with your being in the community, with everything
Yeah.
you've done. You've already done it. Just say it, doggone it. Let's just get the elephant in the room out of there. You feel me? And so
even when you in the room, you see people looking like that's different, Maul. It's not like you said you want to be. We was in Auburn, so it's not like saying you want to be Cam. Like, yeah, I want to be Cam. Cam was in here. He won a championship, the trophy. Like, there go the stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? When we say Martin Luther King, it's almost like, bruh, like between me and you, it's like it's just like.
You can't touch this.
Yeah, you can't write no. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch this. But I, like she said, I had always admired them. I had always studied them and read them. But that day something happened when I plunged deep, like when I plunged publicly.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's almost like, you might be dating somebody.
That's big though.
Yeah.
That's big.
You dating and you know, bro, you love them and they know you love them. But like when you go out in public,
It ain't
you
real
be
till
on
you
like,
bring it to the family
yeah,
reunion.
But why do people tiptoe?
No, I'll tell you why. I know
Okay,
why.
thank you.
Oh, yeah, I know
Let's
exactly
go
why.
try to make up something.
No. People tiptoe because they're hedging. So I had somebody tell me the other day, and they tiptoeing. Yo, I got to come to you because I know you the one who help everybody get money. right? Like that's what you do. CJ known for helping people go to the next level financially. Cool. So they say, yeah, I'm gonna be real because I'm broke. I don't have no problem being broke. It's my girl who tripping on me being broke.
Okay.
Tiptoe. I'm just saying, you're tiptoeing because in your mind, if you say like I don't mind being broke, you haven't failed.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm tiptoeing more on wanting a boy because if I get a girl, I don't gotta look like I got egg on my face. You see what I'm saying? Like if the person who never risk nothing never lose nothing.
Yeah.
So if I tiptoe, I'm not risking nothing. Like I never said I was sweet.
Yeah.
You ever see people like bro, what you like? Oh, you lost. Oh man, I knew. Bro, I used to have teammates who would be like, bro, I already know I ain't about to ball out this game, man. These dudes is big. You be like, what?
Right.
Like you're already making the excuse before you even get there because if you plunge, guess what? Everybody sees you. He just
already said it.
If you do it publicly, everybody saw you. And you failed. You said you was going to win. Ali used to be like, I'm going to beat him in the 7th round.
Absolutely.
Ali was the greatest of all times. He's like, no way he makes it 8.
Yeah.
But guess what? A lot of people scared to say that because if he make it 9 or he beats you, God forbid you lose, now you look stupid. And you scared to look stupid. But ironically.
But you're not scared to live stupid.
Come on.
I'm just saying, you scared to look stupid, but you ain't scared to live stupid. Wow. Which one is the most important one?
I ain't got nothing
You feel me? It's okay.
Shoot.
I'm just saying, Ma, and that's what we on. Like we're so ignorant. We're so bound by the community and the culture and the people that we love and respect. We're so bound by that that I'm gonna be real, bro. I'll never forget having a conversation with my son, and he snapped on me, and I was like, I got off the phone. I ain't say nothing, but I was like, praise God. Like he was like, yo, that's what you do. And that's how I grew up. But that ain't what I want to, that's not what I'm on. And I'm like, let's go. Like, let's go. Like, you gotta, let's go. Like, that's a part of,
good.
you know, like, whatever. You know, my daughter, like, my wife was like, she gotta go. And I was like, why she gotta go? Because now she think this her house. Like, but I'm saying, I'm loving the fact that they like, so like, okay, now you got to go really fly.
Absolutely.
But isn't this what we want? But as parents or as people, we say we want you to think. We say we want you to, we say that. But we really don't, because when you try to start doing something, then we start saying
only if you start doing something against what we've done.
Absolutely.
Only if it's against what we've done.
I told Didi,
but it's crazy because them same people that's making us tiptoe or putting those things in our head, they don't even know it, but they the ones that need us the most to blow up. Just like Joseph.
Yeah.
His family needed him too.
To bow down.
And if he didn't, if he didn't,
they would have died.
They would have died.
They whole jip. But Didi said something to me yesterday that I thought was deep. So Didi was like, so, you know, you charging the church now. We going the whole thing. At first, she was kind of like, I don't know why you whatever. And I had to explain to her, like, yo, D, I'm going to be real. I was giving the church 1,000% of my spiritual. I wasn't necessarily giving them my business.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't getting paid.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, we making more now than we was making before. Why? Because now I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
So I'm invested in a way. I've always been invested spiritually and doing marriage counseling, helping kids, but I wasn't. And so she's like, well, why'd you go so long without it? And I was like, Didi, because I don't like the fact that when the church is paying you and you living right or you doing good, now people acting like you doing something wrong because, and Didi said, no, don't get it twisted. The church don't have a problem with you living good. The church have, like the pastors you talking about, no, the church have a problem when they living better than she said they don't have no problem. Ain't nobody tripping if you live on the same block that they live on and you driving the same car. But when you start living
up on the hill,
that's when they got a problem with it. So when we start dreaming beyond what the people we love have dreamed, when we start believing in ways that the people who raised up, mentored us, and coached us, when we start believing beyond our professors, that's when they like, hold up now, young shorty. Like, now you going behind, not why, Ma? Because whether we want to admit it or not, it says something about the people who would, like, when we are who we supposed to be, it really unlocks who other people are supposed to be. It unlocks it, Ma. When we do what we supposed to do, other people are like So sometimes we don't want people to go there because we don't want you to unlock our safety and security and our comfort. And when we blow up, it's like, ooh, he human just like I am. He could do that. I'm not saying Nobel Prize because I made it up in my brain. The people that I look up to, the Gandhis, the Mother Teresa's, the Martin Luther King, like they want to know. So I'm only saying what I see. And so, yeah, y'all.
I just looked up hedge.
Yeah.
To protect oneself from. Feel me?
That's the tiptoe.
No, I'm saying you're protecting yourself. Like crazy. I had my old basketball coach.
That preach, Ma.
No. Listen.
You going in?
Yeah.
Oh, you going in already?
My
losing.
old basketball coach was a diehard Bulls fan, right? Like during the Jordan era.
Smart.
It
man.
was crazy. Ma, do you know what he used to do every game? He'll bet on the other team.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he'll bet on the other team.
Because he never would lose. You could never lose like that.
Oh wow.
You never
he would
lose.
literally bet.
No,
He'd be like,
I'm
yo,
saying
I
if
thought-
you're afraid,
Yeah.
that's the best way not to lose. It's the best way not to lose. You always win.
But do you ever feel the full?
No, you don't. But you always win,
I'm just saying,
though.
like,
Do you really win?
No, you do according
you
to
really
that.
win?
According to that system, you do.
Wow.
Right. Yeah,
So if
according
the
to that
Bulls
system.
lost, he like, okay, I got $100. Like I'll call
But
Train
if the
right now.
Bulls
You still
won,
bet
it was like,
against them.
that's my squad.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
All day I understand the rationale.
So that's what I'm telling you. People walking through life with that, I'm hedging. You feel me? Again, if I don't say, oh man, they probably gonna lose.
They gotta
tonight.
start paying for
You
this
ever see-
podcast now.
Hey, you ever see?
we
hey,
unlocking
that's-
stuff.
that's good.
We unlocking stuff.
When people got their favorite team, you know such and such out tonight. They probably, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you already hedging.
Yeah.
And
Steph
people
ain't
do that
playing.
in their real life.
Steph ain't playing tonight. We gonna lose.
Yeah, they're gonna do that in their real life to protect oneself from.
Yep.
That's what it is. You protecting yourself. Like I don't want to go all the
See,
way
you
out
see
there.
it, and it's crazy because that's you read that. I see it as you're hurting yourself.
Absolutely.
So what would you have? Okay, this is. I don't even know why I'm about to ask more of this.
Now, ask
If you
somebody
would've had- I'm
else.
saying,
dog,
no,
if you
I
want
get
to.
you. I get you. I'm just saying, had you had another girl,
It wouldn't have happened.
then everybody.
It wouldn't have happened.
Look at Maul.
It wouldn't have happened.
That's what I knew you was going to say.
According to your faith,
Yeah.
be it unto you.
Be it unto you, bruh.
Speak
I can't
those
even argue
things
with
that
him
are
this way.
not.
He
You
be telling the
can't,
truth.
right.
He's telling the truth.
Speak those things that are not as though they were. Man, son, we're about to do this, man. You got a great life. Camille wasn't even pregnant yet. Boom. No, I can keep going on and going on.
This podcast is brought to you by Organifi.
See, when you plunge, right? When you tiptoe, you're trying to see if it's water in the pool. But when you plunge,
You know it's
you
water
are
in the pool.
diving in with full belief that pool got
is
water in it.
full of water.
So when I plunged into having my son, it wasn't a what if the water wasn't there. No retreat, no surrender. I plunged into the promise of God. I didn't tiptoe around, asking skeptical, cautious questions. I plunged in just like Abraham did. And that's the problem. I plunged in everything I do. And if I'm not going to plunge, I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it. That portfolio, I talked about that portfolio when somebody else even had the contract on it already. I would look crazy. Somebody else already had the contract.
Facts.
Y'all saw it. I scratched out that congratulations, you are the runner-up. And I put on there I scratched out the runner-up and it said congratulations, you have the portfolio or whatever. I went right into it. I had the whole team act as though we had it and that, hey, it's just going to take
These
a little
are facts,
bit.
people. A year ago, I would be the first one to call it out if it wasn't true.
It's going to take a little
These
bit
are
longer.
hardcore facts.
I called E on the phone. We prayed about it. E was E. That's why it's so important to the company you keep. Nobody in my circle doubted either.
Say anything different
I
than
ain't
what you
gonna lie, I
said.
kind of was like, man, this is bullshit.
He didn't say that loud. He didn't say that loud.
No, I definitely, I ain't no dream killer.
He was like, he was on the same. He was like, yeah, Ma, yep. You got it. We got it. And that was the plunging part, dog. We did not. I had the team. Everybody in my team, the real estate agent, the broker, the finance guy. They all was looking at me like I was crazy, but they knew because of they knew of the plungeness I had, if that's a word. The plungeness.
Oh, it's a word. It's a
They
word.
knew
I understand
that I
it.
wasn't tiptoeing, and so I was speaking to them as though I said, y'all already get it set up. Let's go all the way. I said, it's already happened. It's just delayed right now. Man, delayed does not mean denied. And for some of y'all think just because somebody said that you didn't get something or something didn't happen for you when you wanted it to happen, you thought that it was over with. God is waiting to see what your level of faith is. He's waiting to see your level of belief to see how bad you really want it.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you so much for what our ears have heard and what our hearts have felt. There's literally somebody listening going, "Oh, that's phenomenal, but I just don't have that kind of faith." We're asking today, Lord, that you would transform somebody's faith, Lord, that you would remove the tippy toes and just tell them take their socks off, take their shirt off, just jump in, Father. Somebody today is listening to this podcast and their life is about to change because they're no longer going to listen to the voices that you didn't even command them to listen to. Joseph didn't listen to nobody else. Even though his brothers tried to kill him, his father was like, I don't know about that. He never wavered one bit from what you told him. Help us to stop listening to their voice as if it's your voice. We only have to be obedient to your voice. So, Lord, some of our faith is just not strong for whatever reason, Lord. There's a million things we could get into, but that's not important. What's important is right now, we're confessing with our mouth, help, Lord. My faith ain't where Maul's is, help. But I know it can be because you're not a respecter of person. So if Maul can believe his son, who's not in existence, but who is in existence because of his faith. If Maul can create something that does not exist, but does exist because it exists in his spirit, then it could happen for me. So, Father, we just thank you, first of all, Lord, that we're able to pray on this podcast. First of all, we're grateful we could pray. We're grateful, Lord, that you are our sponsor. Like you the chief operating officer in this joker, Lord. And so we stop because prayer changes things. It changes our perspective, it changes our heart, and it changes our focus. So change somebody's focus today. And if nothing else, as C said, man, this be the best podcast ever because somebody's faith was changed forever. So we love you, we praise you, we thank you. We thank you. What a word today. What a word. Help us to apply it so that we can live on, not on the left side. There might be another side that we don't even know about. They're about to create a side that we don't even know about, Lord. May they live on whatever side you want them to live on. We pray not because we're worthy, but worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb that was slain, and worthy is the Lamb that gave us the ability to create in a way that animals cannot create, in a way that inanimate objects cannot create. Worthy is the Lamb that gave us faith that is the beginning of the process called creation. We believe it, we speak it, we live it, it happens. So we thank you, Lord, for the stall that was built in Maul's house for his son. We thank you for the clothes. Live it. The clothes that were put in the closet, live it. The rocking chair that he rocked him on before he came out, and scriptures he put on the wall. Help us to live it so that it can live. And more importantly, we ask for the freedom of people. The freedom from what people think. The freedom from what people say. And may, Lord, we be willing to lose stuff so we can live the way you told us you wanted us to live in Jeremiah 29. You say, I know the thoughts that I have towards you. Say, Lord, I know the plans. And we pray that someday we will get to those plans and we will not die before those plans become a reality. In Jesus' precious name, amen, amen, and amen.
I love y'all, man. See you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.